Yomi, ṣé ẹ mọ̀ wípé fídíò tí mo ṣe lánàá wípé bàbá Mohbad ń kọrin fún Yomi Fabiyi àti onílé, mo wá fẹ́ kí wọ́n lọ gbọ́ nǹkan tí Yomi Fabiyi sọ lórí orin tí bàbá yẹn kọ. Yomi Fabiyi lòun ò ní ìdá tí máa tákù bàbá pẹ̀lú orin, ṣùgbọ́n ó sọ wípé àní àdúrà máa ṣe kí ni, ó máa ṣẹ̀wọ̀n. Ẹ wo ẹnu mi kọ́lẹ̀ tí máa gbọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀. Ṣe mọ̀ yí pé bàbá ń pẹ́ àdúrà lẹ̀ ni, but nǹkan tí mo mọ̀ ní pé justice for Mohbad, he must done, he must see it, we must collect am anyhow. Ẹ wo ẹ má jẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ jù, ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ wá lọ gbọ́.
For me, and I'm not happy to hear that, and ó fún mi ní concern pé kí ló lè ṣe àwọn ọlọ́pàá ti fi nǹkan kan wọ̀nyí ni pé okay, this is Damola ló bá yín chat, kì í ṣe pé ó fẹnu ara ẹ̀ sọ ni pé okay, I accept, I'm the one chatting with you, on which ẹ ṣe lè dúró dé wọn lórí pé no, I don't accept, prove this thing for me to see that is Damola, is you that chatting me.
That's a very good question, but Mr. Easy, gbogbo aṣọ kọ́là ń sá lórùn. Ṣé ẹ̀ ń get me? Yeah. You should understand better by now. Tí ìbọ̀bọ̀ ṣe ń jà ní nítorí pé lábẹ́ bó ti lè hùn kórí ẹ bá jẹ́ sọ gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ jáde tán sí ó dìgbà tí gbogbo ẹ máa wọ ní èmi mọ̀ pàdúrà ló bá mi chat. Nothing can change that from me, I know certainly. Even àwọn other people mọ̀ pàdúrà ló bá mi chat. But the fact remains that when you are pursuing a case, tó bá dé stage, tó bá yá ẹ, wọn ní kọ́ sọ pé kọ́mọdé má dẹ́tẹ̀, ṣó lè dá gbogbo ni. Ó dàbẹ̀ you don't understand. The only reason why they are trying to, number one, two things, nothing try láti gbé kó lórí àdúrà, we all know, is because it's going to be on hard. Pé àdúrà ń béèrè owó fún tó máa jẹ́ kí ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ rí justice. Normally
nǹkan tó fi jẹ́ good, nǹkan náà tó fi jẹ́ good kíní fún wa náà nìyẹn as a public.
Ẹ máa gbọ́ ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì bẹ̀, Adura is a credible eyewitness, and it's going to be going straight that if you can write this, that I have a video of how somebody pushed my brother and he knocked the head on the floor. It's just going to be easy to say now, admit it to an official statement before the police. And don't forget that Katubere Singbera ni wọ́n ti rò pé let's take it away from Adura. It's not that a minimum suggests shift it to another person, or I am saying maybe they were making attempts to shift it on somebody who volunteered himself. Are you with me? So if I'm going to maintain that it is you, Adura, and the person that volunteered himself said I am the one, certainly
without no proof in front of the police.
Yes. So are you I'm saying? But if it consequence here, it is not going to be. I don't want to say this, but I will give it. It's if eventually Bashem Baloy in Kokoma Jade, can you now see that you are not the one that shattered Mr. Yomi Fabiyi? Okay. And for trying to stage it that you are the one, this is the consequence again. But that thing, you understand what I'm saying? So I wish you can understand what is going on.
Okay, let's leave that one. Okay, the second one. My second question.
At this stage of my life and this investigation, you will not expect me. I will say it conveniently. Adura Aloba shouted me up. Peace ago. She maybe was up on very shot and sit up with picture of Mohbad, can see billboard. They can't stop that. Even the people that are doing the stuff, they know certainly is one. But when it comes to technicality and when people are acting smart, you allow them so fẹ́ forí ẹ̀ gbé ohun tí because eventually ó ti sọ pé ẹ mọ̀ pé Mohbad fẹ́ yẹ kó jẹ àyà tó pọ̀ at the end of the day ẹrù tó fẹ́ gbé yẹn á gbé kọjá ohun tó rò bóun fẹ́ gbé ẹni tó dẹ̀ lẹ́rù tó sì máa gbé ibi tí mo lọ gangan nìyẹn but òun gbọ́dọ̀ ó ní ó dà pé Dàmọ́lá yẹn he did something that until we get to know we don't know the role he played but bóyá he is even the òun gan ni ṣọ ẹ pọ̀ jù ń jọ yẹn and he needs to pay seriously so ó máa ti ara bọ̀ ọ́ débi pé àwọn ẹbí àwọn báyìí pé àfìgbà tó bá yí ara ẹ̀ jẹ́ pátápátá kíní yẹn kọ́ ọmọ kíní yẹn máa tì í lọ́gbọ̀gbọ́n ni òkú là ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ one person tó bá kú nílùú kan ó lè destroy gbogbo olù if the government does not do the right thing it can turn things upside down. That is, if the people in the society understand the power of spirituality. There are some human beings you don't just take their lives anyhow. Bí àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n Joseph wọ́n ṣe ní agbára tó dàdíà tí wọ́n bá make attempt nígbà tí wọ́n rò pé ẹ jẹ́ ká pa káfẹ́ jẹ ká ṣe kí nìkan ká sọ Ọlọ́run tẹ bá dọ̀wọ̀ ìkan sọ ẹ má jẹ apá ẹ jẹ́ ká pa ẹran ká mú aṣọ ẹ̀ ká yí mọ́ káfẹ́ jẹ yìí ká ní ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ẹran jẹ́ lọ ká ta lóko ẹrú Ọlọ́run á sọ pé fair enough. But if you make an attempt and you force your way, because God has given human beings the power of the free will and the opportunity to choose from left to right. And when it gets to a stage, some of these police officers will look at it and say, we know this one is trying to, take the fall. And because he is now showing that he wants to take the fall, oh my God, they are dealing with a serious criminal and they will dig deeper. So what did they promise you? What did you do? To by this stage, they will realize that maybe lack of evidence is why we don't even know the role this Dàmọ́lá actually played. Let's dig deep. Because for him to be facing 5 count charges over there and he still come out and say, because at the end of the day, Adura ó fún ní phone tuntun ó change ó ní phone kò wá log out ibo ló fi phone yẹn sí because ìjọ to change the phone tuntun yẹn kọ́ ló ta there is a date in which you were given a new phone tó ti ń lò so ẹ̀yin tèmi Mr. Easy
okay
calm down
báwo ni fóònù méjì tẹ́ ẹ sọ pé ọlọ́pàá ní ìdí phone forensic àti kíní yẹn kí ni àgbo outcome lórí ìyẹn náà kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan ìjọ because mi ò fẹ́ nǹkan tó jẹ́ pé àwọn public wọ́n wá ṣojú bóyín mi ò dẹ̀ fẹ́ nǹkan tó jẹ́ pé àwọn èèyàn máa fi máa yọ̀ yín ẹjọ́ ẹ tán ìmọ́lẹ̀ sí.
Mr. Easy irú ẹ̀yin tẹ́ máa ń béèrè question báyìí àwọn question tẹ́ fẹ́ béèrè pọ̀ ẹ kọ́kọ́ dá bí 5 million ẹ béèrè question tó máa dá wàhálà bí 300 million lẹ̀ ẹ wo bí gbogbo ẹ̀kọ́ náà máa sọ fún yín wọ́n ṣe fóònù ló ń sọ kíní kan pẹ̀lú ń sọ̀rọ̀ ṣẹ́yìn lè máa dìfẹ́ ìjọ bọ́ta wá ṣe ní tìǹà ẹ fi ọkọ̀ fóònù ń sọ kíní kan lé àwọn yẹn àpọ̀dára wọn yẹn gbogbo yín àmọ́ àrí ní ẹ̀rọ ìṣàlè máa rẹ́ ṣe machine káàkiri táwọn yẹn bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n ní iṣẹ́ tíṣẹ́ wọn kà wọ́n lára tàbá ra fóònù tàbá kò dání kí ni tí wọ́n pẹ̀lú gbogbo náà dọ̀rọ̀ yẹn àwọn èèyàn onídọ̀tí ni gbogbo àwọn yẹn jáde wọn ní nǹkan gidi tó wá ṣe ní ayé wọ́n kàn kó pàǹtí bá dé ayé ni bàbá ní nǹkan gidi tó fẹ́ ṣe gbogbo náà dọ̀rọ̀ tó ń sọ ẹ̀ wọ́n máa tàbá ra fóònù pé báà lọ́ra mọ́tò bí fọ́lọ́pàá ntìbá àìmọye kan tọ́lọ́pàá ní ìdíjẹ́ ká ṣe ni sáwà kan ló ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún ni ọlọ́pàá wo lẹ́ni tó yẹ pé ọmọ ẹ̀ ló ń ṣọ́ káàkiri. They are protecting your own child, my child. They are trying to make peace between myself and every other person. Don't worry. Ọlọ́pàá mi àkúrò ní ọ́fíìsì mi a ní kó lọ investigate the case a lọ dúró síbi kan a lọ máa jẹ nǹkan bí kan a sunú dún a ṣe gbé because of other people's children. So if I go to the police station and I realize that kílẹ̀ tí ọ́fíìsì bíi what they are doing here they need it to do this. Àwọn tí wọ́n kàn gbé dọ̀tí yẹn sàn jáde ó ṣe gbọ̀n kan tó bá ń sọ ẹ̀rẹ́ máa jẹ́ ká máa believe wọn wà relevant or wà important. Torí gbogbo rubbish náà ló máa fà tẹ́ pé everything dey be kékèké ẹ bá ń ro nǹkan míì sometimes when you think about it just take it off because when you ask this ẹ máa jẹ́ kí ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ máa fún wọn chance tó bá ti ń sọ ọ̀dọ̀ tí wọ́n yẹn The man like láti máa lọ page wọn ẹ jọ sọ́mbẹ̀ kẹ́ hand ẹ̀ síbẹ̀ because I won't see them. When I'm done with all these things, kí ló fẹ́ fa gbogbo ilé àkọ́jì láàárọ̀ kò ní kankan tó ń contribute donate to foundation mi ẹ̀ ń béèrè gbogbo question tó máa da gbogbo struggle tó máa da ẹ̀fà tì yàn àwọn tó ń donate gan òdì ẹ̀ dàrá láàmú gbogbo nǹkan lẹ́ máa rò àwọn public gbogbo public ẹ wo àwọn public di wọ́n ń fèsì kìíní jàre. Keita Waheed Keita yẹn ti lọ dára ẹnu.
I'm not sure it's there. Yeah, let me quickly. Good evening, Mr. Good evening, all our senators. Senator Expander, it's been a while. I've heard your contribution last. I hope you are doing fine, sir. And our other senators. Yes, Expander, yeah. I've not heard from him for a while now, but I do see him on the comment section. I saw him just a moment ago. You see, I told you something, Mr. Yomi. No matter what you do for some people, no matter how hard you try, I told you about pessimists. Some people are just pessimistic by nature. It is their way of life. Anything that you are doing, and you are doing for the purpose of of humanity, for people to benefit from it, they will still find a fault in everything you do. This is the reason why I respect we human beings. We cannot satisfy ourselves, or should I say we are insatiable. Some people will praise you, some people will curse, some people will do this, some people will do that. But I only love one thing about you, Mr. Yomi: your courage, ability to move on without looking at the side attractions. I will tell you something, Mr. Yomi. I will tell you this. If you looked at this case, right from the beginning of this case, you will see that some people actually backed out. And these are strong people as well. They backed out of the case. Some people do not understand the reason why they left, the reason why they backed out. These are the things. Thank God they are doing it openly now that people can see it. Because they did it secretly to those people back then. They criticized them, called them names.
Fire Force.
This is the same.
Fire Force.
Yes.
Fire Force. As we speak now, do we have any evidence against anybody that we can say this is the person that killed Mohbad? Apart from the fact that the nurse came and they said the nurse injected. So this is how they want us to run through the coroner inquest. And at the end of the day, we are not be able to look at it and say, with the way things are going, with the lack of discrete investigation and evidence, it's going to be time wasting and justice will be served eventually. It is even because we all come together and pursue this in this way. It would have been so difficult to even indict the nurse. So whatever the case may be, everything is still to get one result: justice for Mohbad. If another faction is saying, it is we that want justice to come, I am saying, it is we that want justice to come from our own side. It's still it don't make sense today. I would even prefer that the energy, I am saying, the energy that they are using to even antagonize us, they should use it to, pursue more things that will bring. Me, I'm ready to go and support the coroner inquest. Because as it is now,
the person
I've muted this mic.
So basically, now picture it that if there is no opportunity of family toxicology, because by standard we are meant to rely on the government toxicology. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes, perfectly.
So when you look at it that if there was no stretching up and okay, can we go and do it? Knowing fully well that in a case like this, if you go and do your own, and that's why I'm going to be praying, because none of us can determine what is inside that one now. Even nobody in the public, even the Baba does not know what is inside, except he has been told privately or not. But to the best of my knowledge, the pathologist has not spoken to anybody. And at the end of the day, with what I am looking now, and the people on ground, tí wọ́n ti fẹ́ indict, ẹ má jà tọ̀nà. Tí wọ́n ti indict, ọlọ́pàá ti kólẹ̀ pé àwọn táwọn rí pé ní case lélẹ̀. And if police investigation, as far as we can see, can indict 2 people, and with the whole process, total long coroner inquest, if eventually what will be coming out of that inquest will speak the truth about what happened to Mohbad, I can tell you for free, we still need the police to do something extra. If Mohbad will get justice. And that is why we are holding forth that this new lead that the spirit of Mohbad pushed out. They never thought it would get to this stage. They thought that by the time everything went about when going to get in the second year, 2 years, when they realized, baby, not to just come, say a whole, but I was going to be a couple, we know that I'm going to be a couple. They expect that natural, because it's got the machine. One chef is a question, and the whole world will look at it and say, they tried now. They've investigated nothing to link them up. But she gentle take back. But it will be push wà lókè. No symbol. Everybody talks in the nose to speak. I get what I'm saying. So gbogbo yẹn ló gbọ́dọ̀ ká wa lára as members of the public. Because at the end of the day, you understand?
Yes. Actually,
and be united. Because ọwọ́ náà la wà báyìí. Then ọwọ́ ọlọ́pàá. That toxicology is coming from us. Àwa ni àbọ̀ntí pathology fi ẹgbẹ́ wa. Tó bá dẹ̀ ti kà á, don't forget that. Tó bá tún kà á, tó bá ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀, bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe sọ pé ti gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì náà, bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe argue pé ti gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ò tẹ́yìn lọ́rùn, anything could still happen. Because at the end of the day, it is an expert opinion, and the law permits judges that even if professionals, experts, don't give witness, the judge is allowed to say, I will accept this particular opinion and I will not accept this opinion during his or final verdicts or to have a final, judgment. It is a law, it's a standard procedure. So the only thing that is always very difficult to deny are visual evidence, or most importantly, witness account. Gbogbo àwọn tó wà nílé yẹn tó pè wá ní witness irọ́ burúkú ni gbogbo wọn kọ́. Wọ́n lè yíyan lórí tẹ́ bá lọ ka gbogbo CTC àti mo ti ka gbogbo CTC mo ka TV mo kọ́ báyìí pé irú àwọn èèyàn wò lélẹ̀ gbogbo yín jọ rí nǹkan náà and you all are saying different things. Ọ̀tọ̀ ni tó sọ pé ẹni tó bá rí kìíní kan after 12 irọ́ ni eléyìí sọ pé òun lòun treat ẹ̀ ńjọ́ kejì ẹjọ́ láàrin mi àti nínú àdúrà àti nurse ta ni ká gbàgbọ́. Ẹ pé ìyá Mohbad pé ìyá Mohbad ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ilẹ̀ bí Mohbad èmi ni mo ṣáàbí nínú àdúrà àti nurse ta lè believe, and you are coming to police station and say ṣebí nurse ti sọ̀rọ̀ nurse ti ní kíní kan ta lè believe ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ tó sọ ní quest. Ẹ jẹ́ ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ látọ̀dọ̀ tiwa. Who do you believe? Even the parents, call them. Who do you believe? Is it the nurse? Or because at the end of the day, the same family are happy that the nurse gave that kind of a testimony. Torí pé wọ́n ní pé ó yọ Adura lẹ̀. Adura said, nobody can come out and say he saw my brother anything past 12. And they are still protecting the same Adura. Ẹjọ́ tó bá jẹ́ ìrìn jọ́jì ṣe ẹ̀rí wò pé kí lẹ̀ ń bá mi kò náà. Ìwọ dán sọ pé wò ti ẹ̀ rádùúrà. Adura dẹ̀ wà nílé and how Adura ṣe sáré bẹ́ wọnú mọ́tò tí nọ́ọ̀sì ìgbà tó ṣe tó pé àti nọ́ọ̀sì wà lọ ra oògùn tó lọ chemist làdúrà kọ́ reappear Adura kọ́ ó kọ́ appear sínú mọ́tò ni gbogbo wèrè tẹ́ ń ṣe yẹ kọ́ máa bàálù ìjẹ́ ni gbogbo kínní òun gbogbo ló ń sọ pé Nàìjíríà ò da àwọn ìwà burúkú tá à ń wúlẹ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan tí Nàìjíríà ò fi lè dáre gbogbo kínní kẹ́rẹ̀rẹ̀ all these things you are doing we are giving it down for our children òun làwọn náà ṣe wà lẹ́nu ẹ̀ can't you see what is happening to us any opportunity of new government we abuse we say the whole world is better because our government ò bọ́ sí because people don't raise people to speak the truth. Ẹ wo gbogbo rọ́bùkú gbogbo pátákùpá tó kàn ṣe kiri. Kò sí yẹn. Ẹ bá mi sọ fún Araba lèmi o. Ọba ni mí. Ó dẹ̀ mọ́ gbogbo àwọn pátákùpá wọn gbọ́dọ̀.
I won't lie to you, Mr. Yomi. It baffles me. I won't lie to you. It baffles me. And do you know the funniest thing that even baffled me the more? The most. Let me put it that way. I know in this year alone, I know how many people have bought phones for. Be my friends, be my family members, be this, be that. And some people are crying over those 2 pairs of set phones. I don't know how some people are raised. I don't know. What are they crying for? For just, I don't understand some people. Like, I just don't get it. You know, but please just keep going. Don't let it get to you. Don't look at the side attractions, Mr. Yomi. Keep going. We are sorry behind you.
Ẹ bá mọ ìwà láti mo ti ṣe lénìí. Oyè yín. Ó lè tí ń fèsì ẹ lọ. Ọ̀lànsìn, I'm continuing. But the fact remains that when you look at what Darusha said, what Adura said, what the nurse said, who will you believe? Naturally, the nurse is already indicted. But with what the nurse said, I'm asking you, Fire Force, who will you believe?
It's so confusing, Mr. Yomi. No. It's so confusing, except if the truth should come out, because they are all lying. They are all liars. I won't lie to you. They are keeping.
Let me ask you, Fire Force, hold on.
Okay.
Adura, Umi, and the nurse, you know they have different accounts of what happened on that day. Who will you believe?
It's complicated. It's complicated.
In terms of what àwa ti mọ̀ kó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ torí àwa ti wà pẹ̀lú ìjọba ọmọ bọ́yé ń ṣe gbogbo level. Akọ̀gbá risk ẹ pé ẹ jẹ́ ká tiẹ̀ so tán lu ilé ẹ̀kọ́. Kéèsì gbogbo ayé ti rí. Kọ́ tiẹ̀ Google Mohbad kọ́ rí pé Nigerian police resolve it. It is for the health of Lagos State and this country. How can they Google Mohbad? Calling gbogbo public outcry, public demand for justice. Calling during your arrest. Calling at the end of the day, foul. And you think is similar thing happen to your enemy, you will get justice. What you do now is what will happen next. So some people don't care. They don't care about us. We are the ones that have to care about our country, and then do everything to make it work. To tell the murderers, liars, and tell them, not on your lives. Is it not a thing of a shame? At Iago or something, now that Baba said on the 11th is when my son actually died. Now look at it. And you think it's not important for us to come out and say, nurse, who do you now treat? Who did you treat? But don't be surprised, the nurse might actually treated Mohbad, but kó jẹ́ pé on the 11th yẹn gangan ló dé, dọ́tọ̀ pé ló dé. Gbogbo story, they called me, I came on the 12th, it might be total. That they have to hold her truly. TTD on the 11th. Don't forget, Wunmi said a nurse they slept over. It might be the same nurse that slept over with them. And when it is on the 12th, after they've agreed, they did vigil, how do we perfect this whole stuff? What combo scripts here? And that is why they don't want the CCTV to be out. They don't want any video to be out because gbogbo wọn gbà tán plan gbogbo ẹ̀ tọ́jú agree gbogbo wọn wà ń bẹ̀. Nígbà táwọn àti wá ń wá débẹ̀ sí wọ́n máa kọ́ máa fi wá kọrin wọ́n máa pè wá ń pè púpé wọ́n máa ní kára túṣì dé ìsàlẹ̀ kúkú.
Exactly.
Because
Mr. Yomi,
wọ́n believe pé.
have you thought about it for a second? Why did it took Baba Mohbad more than a year to come and tell us his son quiet on Monday? It took him more than a year.
Ẹgbẹ́ kò kiri ẹmọ ti ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣé ẹ gbọ́ tọrọ. Adura as a person was willing to speak the truth. Ó ti pọ̀jù fọ́pọ̀lọ́ ẹ̀. And that is why he was easily the first person to sneak out and say, well, wo, n tó ṣẹlẹ̀ rèé, ẹ wo ẹ jẹ́ ká kúrò ní díẹ̀, n tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sẹ́ gbọ́ mi rèé. Àwọn tó bí náà ló bá rẹ̀ sí yìí. Bọ́n gbà tó ti gbọ́ pé successfully wọ́n ti gbé Àdúrà. Tó ti ní gbogbo ọwọ́ èèyàn máa gbìyànjú láti sáré change ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń jáde. Nígbà tó tún rí ìdá síbò míì, wọ́n tún wà pé ọ̀pọ̀ wọ́n tún rí nǹkan ṣe. Kò sẹ́ni tó máa fẹ́ kọ́ ká nǹkan mọ́hun lọ́wọ́. But the fact remains that don't be surprised eventually that the nurse that Wunmi said slept over. Abimo Paroni, she said in one of her interviews that a nurse slept over. There was no nurse on the 12th. So if any nurse would have slept over on the 11th, it could be the same nurse. Only jẹun tó padà wá ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan. On the 11th yẹn nìyẹn àtó dé.
Parọ́ Mr. Yomi o, ó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ confam ni. Ó ní ìgbà ìtú ló ń ṣe ìfọ́.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ tọrọ fúnra wa, kò possible kí wọ́n jẹ́ kí nọ́ọ̀sì yẹn lọ lé.
Sure.
So ó lè jẹ́ gbogbo fíìmù tó ń yà fún wa yìí on the level ló ṣẹlẹ̀. Òun ni ohun tí ó wà nínú CCTV neighbor yẹn tí aláìsọ pé ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ rẹ̀ ń jọ bàbá tafẹ́ lọ tán bóyá wọ́n ti yọ̀bọ̀n sálàyé wọ́n ti ṣe òun ni mo ṣe sunkún jọ yẹn nígbà tí mo dé France torí kò Ọlọ́run ò jẹ́ kó ronú lọ síbi CCTV yẹn pọ̀ èmi kọ̀ gan ní àfíjì mo ní kí lẹ́ ń bá federal kò náà káde mi wọ́n kò bó ṣe rí lélẹ́ ní káwẹ́ pé Ọlọ́run ṣe tí resources wà gbà yẹn èmi á bá anybody má sọ̀rọ̀ bọ́ mo kọ̀ tẹ́rí sí kéèsì gan èmi wọ́n pé kéèsì tó jẹ́ pé multi-million naira kìíní ni kò tó lè ọ̀ráàvù ẹ̀ ọkọ̀ bọ́ síbẹ̀ ọkọ̀ ṣe àbí this àbí that I'm an activist ṣẹ́nu ló bá ní ọmọ investigation mo dẹ̀ ti tẹ́ḿbàrẹ̀ ti tẹ́rí sí nǹkan I don't go back ìtìjú ò ní gẹ́ padà determination ò ní gẹ́ padà torí bí ìṣúmọ̀ kọ́ ṣe náà mo láti rẹra mi ńlẹ̀ mo láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí yíra mọ́lẹ̀ mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ọkàn fi lọ̀kulọ̀ ọkàn fi dọ̀tí rẹ́ mi lára but bọ́lọ̀ ṣe kọ́ nìyẹn nígbàtí neman tó fẹ́ gbàwòsàn ọgbẹ́ni wọnú odò tó dọ̀tí wọn ní èmi kí n lọ inú odò tó dọ̀tí ẹ̀gbin ló wà lára ẹ̀ wọ́n ní kó lọ yọ ẹ̀gbinlẹ̀ ó ṣakọ Elisha wọlé ní kó dá ẹ̀kọ́ tí rẹ̀ dì ó lóun kó gbogbo góòdù ọgbẹ́ni fi gbogbo tó kó wálẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ ní omi ìdọ̀tí yẹn kó bọ́lá kó ṣọ́ra mẹ́lẹ̀ méjì ẹ̀gbin ló wà lára ẹ̀ fọ ẹ̀gbin sínú ẹ̀gbin kí yẹn máa bá lọ òye ó ga paru nígbà tó padà wá ṣe normal. So sometimes, no matter the grace you carry, if God says this journey you have to go through the death, you will go through the fire. And immediately I noticed that is what I want to do. I submit myself. Ṣé kí n yíra mọ́lẹ̀? Ṣé kí Larry come and fi dọ̀kúrò lọ mi? Kí King White come and lóhun máa ṣe bákan? Ogbó kan ṣe balabala, ó kàn ṣe nǹkan jẹ lọ́nà.
I will tell you the truth, Mr. Yomi. If I were you, I don't know if I will still have that energy because I'm not sure I'm so strong like that. Like I doubt. It's not easy. That's what I'm saying. It's not easy. So people are still not.
Àfitabali victory. Òun ni wọ́n ṣe dùn. Gbogbo àwọn tó ń ṣe pátápátá ńsìn, wọ́n máa padà fetí gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ létí ń jẹ. So àwọn náà mọ̀ ohun tó ti dánwò. Ẹbí àwọn tó ń ju level sí mi ni. Wọ́n ju pítì ṣùgbọ́n mo bọ́ lọ́n dúró ní tó ti jàjú lẹ́yìn ní tó bá ti ṣèbàjẹ́ tó dẹ̀ lábòsí kò tí yẹn tó bá jẹ́ kó dúró ẹ̀ bọ́yẹ̀ ń fún dáwó tó ń support yẹn òun náwó nàkúnà àbó ń ṣe nǹkan tí ó yẹ kó ṣe ilẹ̀ á ti múyàn mi kọ̀ ọ́ òpó yíyan máa ṣe òpó ke o irú owó báyìí ni máa wá jókòó tì ni máa ní mo fẹ́ máa jókòó tì níbi téèyàn ní orí ọ̀fẹ́ àti o tí màá ní ìkọ̀kọ̀ tí máa ṣe máa fẹ́ máa lọ government office mama àyájò wọn káàkiri sí máa be happy Ọlọ́run ti kẹ́yàn débẹ̀ náà tẹ̀bí bí dájókò sí náà lọ sí àkókè o wọ́n ní káwà jẹun ọmọ president ní òkè àwọn orúkọ àwọn ẹ̀bá ìlú ọ̀fẹ́ bá jẹun adẹ̀ lọ́bẹ̀ ilé àtúfẹ́ kọ́lọ̀ ń ṣe fún wa nígbà táwọn kan jókòó tọ́rọ bóyá wọ́n ti wá wọ́n mọ̀ pé wọ́n rò pé ìgbẹ́ ò lè gun àwọn eléyìí ṣe dáadáa nù ayé wọ́n mọ̀ pé àwọn kan jókòó tọ́rọ bóyá wọ́n ti wá wọ́n rò pé ìgbẹ́ ò lè gun àwọn eléyìí ṣe dáadáa nù ayé wọ́n mọ̀ pé àwọn kan jókòó tọ́rọ bóyá wọ́n ti wá wọ́n rò pé ìgbẹ́ ò lè gun àwọn eléyìí ṣe dáadáa nù ayé I am donating myself for a good cause. Mo lè fọlọ́run bá búra mi ò lè kú sí. Mo lè kú létà létà o.
You know for Mr. Yomi, you know for you know for
because inú kan tí mo ti fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ yẹn òun náà ni màá bá kọlẹ̀. Òun ni màá bá kọlẹ̀. And I will deliver to the best of my ability. So ẹ fọkànbalẹ̀ àti wà lójú bí tí.
And the funniest thing. And the funniest thing is that they are now dragging people that they see as our backbones, like, you know, other platforms that we are getting support from. They're not dragging them into all this. They are so unhappy. I don't know how some people can be sadists. Like, I just don't understand.
The fact remains that stage, some of these people that are faceless, they are part of the syndicate. They have their eyes set on a particular goal. Check it me. They have what they are doing. I can share plainly. Innocent people like you. Because what all of you are doing is selfless from your heart. And that is the biggest religion. Humanity. I can share Mohbad ò lè sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹni tó lọ fún talent. Tó pa bẹ́yẹn. Ṣé àlọ́ wípé òun kó sọ̀rọ̀ pé hey Joel, this is the person that took my life. But he can't speak. That means it needs your voice and my voice. Hey Joel, tabak pa wọ́n yẹn tabak kò sápò tábà fi ṣe tí bá at time tí mò ń lò yìí tí bá fi ṣe tó bá wọn lọ́run tó bá sọ pé before now òun ti fẹ́ pa mí kó tó di èmi kí ni fẹ́ ṣe sí. Tó bá sọ pé before èmi he wished to take my life before today kí ni fẹ́ ṣe. So if it is the cause of humanity that the public wants and I'm giving my time and everything, forget about it. But it's clear to the police, clear to the government. And if you can see that, even Lagos State government, they know whatever the case may be. With a day, whether they write charges tomorrow for spending and the nurse. If the police round up this particular new lead, they will add them. Oh, yet no man do you. Toba be a return yeleni. Ijo toba ti gbe next adjournment court yen lorun lo. O ma gbadun ní police station títí. Toba ti le charge e pé Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Tambolo àti gun eleni. O ma copies DPP. That advice ba ti jáde pé ele lo wa nbi ohun re nu video tó ṣe báyìí fún Mohbad. Pa wọ́n máa kọ́ jáde wọ́n á jù fọ́lọ́pàá ó yá àti director of public prosecution next court báyìí wọ́n ní ẹgbẹ́ wá ń jọ next adjournment wọ́n máa kọ́ notify judge ni that this Tambolo is going to be charged for the jurujara of Mohbad to ṣe báyìí adájọ́ ni for you bringing to Morukusu for the new case of come to Yojusimi kọ́kọ́ lọ jókòó sí kirikiri for the time being with what you do know tó bá jẹ́ wọ́n ṣọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ later wọ́n ṣe jọ lọ bá lè máa múlẹ̀ fún wọn kò bọ̀ so gbogbo stage tó wà sí ni pé àwọn tó wà ń di ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn gangan inú ilé tí ọ̀rọ̀ ti ṣẹlẹ̀ ó yẹ kọ́ni lọ́kàn pé àwọn ò lè yé but they will spend money they will try to the only thing turning sí ni pé kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí attack our time fight for justice torí wọ́n rí rí pé ọmọ àṣàwà jáde fún yín ni pé àwa la lọ̀rọ̀ àwa lọ́mọ wa kú ara náà ni ọmọ wa ti kú ara náà láti pa ara náà lọ ti pa ẹ bá lò bẹ́ẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ ti late nítorí pé at the end of the day àwọn ọmọ ọlọ́mọ they arrested them they spend months in police cell the public needs to cleanse themselves it will be dangerous on the public to now say àti ẹ̀mọ̀ páwọn ilé ìkọ́ ló pa Mohbad and then after they suffered them by the noise and shouting ẹ̀yin wá fẹ́ fọwọ́ bọ ọmọ sí kò jọ we are not saying dọ́dọ́dọ́dọ́ ẹni tí ó bá ṣẹ̀kọ́ but trust me gbogbo àwọn tó náwó ń kú Mohbad they will pay the police at this point àwọn òde dákẹ́ ààrẹ nígbà and it is not even going to be good for police to say let's cover it completely. It will get to a stage they'll say there is no escape route. We're sorry. It's quite unfortunate. Òótọ́ máa padà jáde ẹ máa wò He told them not to brace up. The moment they indict somebody, they indict the real people. Tons of real evidences. So get ready, brace up. Pray. This time around is for us to just do our last onslaught. So whatever we're doing on the 10th is one of a major onslaught towards the pathway and clarity for justice for Mohbad. Do you have new people up? Otumba K1, you can unmute your mic. Do you have any contribution? Otumba K1, are you there? Otumba K1, silence is golden. That's one of my top gifters, backbones, supporters. God continue to be with you. Otumba K1 Osimbe, love me more. You can unmute your mic. One of my top supporters, love me more. One of my top backbones in Break the Silent Foundation.
Good evening, everyone, panelists, commenters, and those that don't have identity. Anyway, I don't have much to say. All I want to say is that when we come up at let's just try to kind of know the kind of question we should be asking Mr. Yomi, because when he starts talking, sometimes he tends to release too much for those people who feels that they know what they are doing. So we can just ask questions on the things that actually happened, that we know that has taken place, than just assuming what if this one. Because let's try and kind of have a small content that it is when the thing happens, he will come and just give it to us as a bomb, you know. And apart from that, we should support him financially, morally. If you don't have money, you don't have emotion, you can bring yourself physically. Those who are over there, we beg. We know it's not easy, the transport, the time, but please, because when he's there and he sees people around him, it gives him that morale, you know, that boost that, yes, at least I still have people around me. And we should try and talk more of the activity coming up on the 10th. The activity coming up on the 10th, so that we can gather more people, the awareness, because like you said, when they see people, you know, our people used to say, he who has people is more richer than those that have money. Because you have money, and when the person looks back, there's nobody. It's like a bride who is getting married. No brother, no sister, no father, no mother. Even though the money is there, she'll feel lonely. She'll feel forgotten. She'll feel, oh, I know I have the money, but there's nobody behind me. But even if you don't have money, your people will cover, when they on low, now line, nothing they there, because she has people, because he has people. So let's just come out and mind to support him. You know, and Mr. Yomi, keep doing what you're doing, the good work. And I pray the good Lord will strengthen you, guide you. He will use his shield and buckler to cover you. No weapon fashioned against you will prosper. And every tongue that judge will condemn. Especially if you're doing the right thing and you are on the right path, no matter what they say about you, just give them deaf ears and concentrate. And with that, you will get to that place you're taking us to. I mean, it could be anybody. We don't know what is happening. Mohbad must have, they said, what was it they called you? Activate. They did not say Mr. Yomi. They say activate. That was the name that chat gave to you. He never called you Mr. Yomi. So God knows why it happened. There were other people he would have chatted with. Adura would have gone through anybody, but he chose you. He chose you, and there's a reason for Mohbad coming through you. Whether they like it or not, we want justice. And not just justice. We don't want selective justice. We want real justice. Whomever is involved, whomever, no stone unturned. Keep the good what you're doing, and don't be scared. The Lord is with you. Trust no man, but trust your God. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Because at the end of the day, it's service for humanity. And you know, when your heart is pure and clean, Only pure, a clean heart fears no accusation. And certainly, I am resolute. It's not an easy ride, to be honest with you. I'm not going to be deceiving anybody that it is an easy ride. And I don't have to come on social media and start, no. I'm not looking for pity. I'm not looking for pity. We all know that representing the public in this kind of situation, you choose to take, to take the banters on behalf of the public. So it's expected when a handful choose to go rogue and attack my personality, just the way this man, Larry Omodia did. He went to Alagbo, he lied in his petition, wrote so many things. I was there today again, and I took everything. And I was like, you need to prove all these lies you put up against me. I have all evidence here. And unfortunately, it's just, I'm like, I'm not going to be pampering you or trying to make it look like you are trying to do social media stuff here. This is reality. You can't want to bring me down, bring my foundation down, bring justice for Mohbad down because it's not working for you. We're not on the same page. We're not in any way doing the same thing. And you can't run to the police, lie against me, and you think I'm going to let it slide. About competition to pardon me. By the time I take my time to prove my stuff, they must twist it, and then you should be charged for false information and other sundry crimes. Justice or activism, I don't believe in oppression. I don't believe in using police to oppress anybody. But before you take some certain steps, if you want to question me, you've been doing it. When we wrote petition, before you go to Panti, you condemned the 30 seconds video, you condemned my petition, you tried to do everything. When it got to a stage, you went to like a voyeur organosi, you wrote petition just to sample if it is wrong or if I was lying, because you were believing them that at this stage of my life, I'll be stealing police stamp and all of that. He got there and realized that it is true, there is a true petition. You change. And you still want to milk from that. Èmi tí wọ́n fẹ́ swindle, tí mo ní case, tí mo mọ bó ṣe fẹ̀ sí, tí mo mọ how resolute I need to be, because I'm going to be fighting a serious battle to ensure that they don't twist it. You want to turn it to your own case when you are not even a party to the case. At the end of the day, when I decided, okay, one of the ways I will get the truth out is to put up a press conference. You have already planned 2 press conferences in between. And then you tried to do that, it wasn't working. I didn't antagonize what you did. I went on with my own. The next thing you did again, you look for a way to castigate and bring me down. I didn't pay attention until you start talking about the warrant of arrest and everything. Do you know what it takes for me to be forced to even drop the number of an IPO to that man that has no pedigree, he has nothing. He doesn't have an NGO. Committing serious crimes, impersonation, forgery, perjury, OBT, and they will keep coming to castigate. They are giving Yomi money. Nobody gives Yomi money because I don't have any problem they are giving money for. If they donate to the foundation so that we can be able to move forward in what we are all looking for, which is justice. There is no way the public will be saying justice for Mohbad, and you will need somebody to be in the forefront the way I am doing. And if the public is sending me on errand, they might say, okay, let's contribute our resources. It's not just their money alone. Do you know how much of my money that is already in this particular matter? That they wanted to take my life the other time. Do you know how much was my ticket to and fro? The ticket that took me to London, I abandoned it. When I got a leeway, another ticket brought me to Nigeria one way. The ticket that took me in September 2024 was meant to return me back February 2025. But I came back, I came back December last year in a different flight. I posted everything online. That was ticket for me. A minimum of a minimum ticket for me. Mosalo, one of walking, walking. And you people keep using money to. I said, that is How far you people can understand it. That is what you think you can use to discourage me. And if we don't go this far, we won't get the truth out, because I was thinking everybody is genuine. We want justice. It's not for me to start thinking, oh, that lady over there, she is not genuine. What's my own? Why would I be suspecting people? If I suspect people, I should suspect myself. So I thought everybody is the same thing. And they are doing all sort of nonsense, trying to use that to want to castigate, to bring me down, to do this. And at the end of the day, does all those things said about me, does he have anything? Did he shake me? Did I not go further? Did we not shake them? Did they not see the truth? Did people not at some point realize that we're so wrong? Can you hold me at this stage? After over 20 years, see my child taku. Èmi tó pariwo Yomi lọ sí kò tí rí pálí kò rírí kó tó di pé mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí lọ tí mo ti ń lọ lóyìnbó. But gbogbo yẹn I didn't allow it to affect me because it's part of a drill. People will say things, they will distrust you. But we just have to come together and get this out as a society. It is the public. Millions of us wanted the truth out. And I keep saying, what do you people think I came here to do? At a point, a lady was coming and saying, what are you in this justice for Mohbad for? I said, I don't understand. I don't have a question. I don't have an answer for this. You wait and see. Why are you in a hurry?
Mr. Yomi, good evening, sir. I wanted to ask you something now. Though you've just cleared my curiosity now, and I'm not too sure. Everybody said Yomi is this, Yomi is that, Yomi is this. But I'm surprised now. Every platform is on silent, listening to you. What I want to ask myself, please, people in the comment section can clear me, or people in the platform. Why would everybody be listening to a fake person? Why would everybody be listening to somebody that is not in for justice? Why would everybody be listening to somebody that is not there? That is not even is not the right person leading justice. Why? These are the curiosity. I don't. Every platform is silent now. Everyone is silent, listening to every words of yours. But I'm asking why? If somebody is fake, shut my go and to fake.
Big Johnny, you're not going to blame people that don't trust me from beginning. You're not going to. Okay, I should clap. I won't blame those that doesn't trust fully. Tomorrow, don't be surprised if Baba Mohbad himself comes out and say, I am sorry, I distrust you. I'm sorry, I did this against you. Because at the end of the day, what he thought he would scare me from doing, he can't achieve it. We must get the truth out, and whoever played a part should be served the right punishment. And at the end of the day, you can't. We're not going to be saying we want to wicked you, we want to wicked your family or your son. The wickedness was done to part of your blood. And for whatever it is that the meeting, meeting after meeting, whatever it is, it's unacceptable. So at the end of the day, if it is going to come out that we cannot reverse, the person that is demanding justice is Mohbad. And at the end of the day, we will listen to him. And by listening to him and getting him that justice, we are saving Baba Mohbad's life, Iya Mohbad's life, Adura's life, Wumi's life, Yomi Fabiyi's life, Teni Omologo's life, Mami Jokem's life, Olori Ebi's life, everybody's life. And because that is the way our society is meant to be. So that people that make mistakes will learn. If they will be reuniting back into the society, they will not repeat the same thing. Maybe if that is what we would have to suffer, have them abuse us, hate somebody like me, distrust me before they get to understand.
Your Odogwu of justice. Odogwu of justice. Mamuda mewa temile.
So they don't understand.
Odogwu of justice. Mamuda matete muda mewa temile. Justice must continue.
Big Johnny, they know now. Big Johnny, they know. They know the truth.
Oh, I don't know what I want to talk again. I say they know that thing. You mean are fake. You mean no they do this. You mean no they do that.
Don't mind them. They don't want to admit it. That's why they are jealous. That's why they are jealous. That's why they are.
One more people will fake.
Báwo lẹ ṣe ń
listen? The few ones that don't.
When an orator is talking, they need to listen and learn.
Don't be in a hurry for them.
Yomi gives them good lecture
the
because they
will always justify the means.
Bàbá ajẹ́
So
tètè mú
the
dá
end will
mẹ́wàá.
justify the means.
Ẹ jẹ́ mú dá mẹ́wàá nílé. Mo gbọ́dọ̀ mú dá mẹ́wàá nílé.
Kí lẹ rí?
Mo ní mo gbọ́dọ̀ mú dá mẹ́wàá tèmi lé.
Even if you don't have money, moral support is crucial. And another thing, say Latimo, there are some people that wish to do what I am doing in an event that they can't. They even do vigil more than I do in this Mohbad's case.
In fact,
are you aware?
In fact, Yomi Fabiyi, kundus to you. Kundus. Mo gbé fún yín.
But I don't. So what we're going to continue to do is to continue to press forward, and to God be the glory. The police, the government, even when we were at Alagbon today, the Oga there was like, that Mohbad needs justice. There should be synergy. That boy should be given justice. So don't be surprised if part of the family they will want to react and say, can we pressure them? Can we use sentiment and emotion to silence them? But I can tell you all for free, Baba, Iya Mohbad, Baba Mohbad, ó ti kọjá level yẹn o. Ogun romo, agídí romo. The truth will be established. Whoever broke your son's neck must pay. Whoever broke his leg will pay. And when the person is paying, I hope and pray that the person learn and the society gets better, and then we all can begin to live in peace and harmony. The King White that thought he has the freedom, the power, I can do my press conference. Who is Yomi Fabiyi to come and attack me? But me, I can go and attack him. He needs to learn and understand that that is unacceptable. Come almost 15 years, come and meeting in London to not to talk of adult people that are what are important in life that have career. A law lecturer was in the hall, PhD holder in law, important people, journalists. You know, it's people's trust. So they need to understand that what we are pursuing is different. Picture it yourself that I established and registered by NGO in 2018. What is the drive? Kilo Fatima Fishe. So everybody will understand, and those that are still delaying to understand, they will eventually. Because by the time they see the entire sacrifice and everything, everybody sacrificed. Everybody. Atenito donato, Atenito host the platform. Everybody will receive their glory, their praise, because this Mohbad case can never be for one person when he gets justice. It can never be for one person. So we're going to forge ahead, we're going to continue. And we have been able to submit the letter to the Commissioner of Police. The Commissioner of Police has said, don't do protest. I don't know what he's going to say this time around, because maybe tomorrow he will receive the letter, it will get to his table. Let's see if they will call us, whatever they will say. Let's see. But I can tell you.
in that aspect, Mr. Yomi, I wouldn't think he will say no this time around, because the first time we actually obeyed him and we danced to their tune. Although people criticized us for doing that. This is what they said they wanted to do. They went to go and form party with police officers and this and that, but they do not understand the side of the law, and they do not understand that when some people give you a reason, because I won't lie to you. I mean, it's even for security purpose. That first one that it was successful, but you see, some people, they are never with when we say that, okay, everybody, let's go to A, so people are telling that they want to go to B. Actually, I understand that without the cathode, there is no anode. I understand the positive and the negative, they work together. For instance, look at the cathode, look at the anode. Going back to physics now, but let's come back to reality. I understand that these people doing these things that they are doing, yes, and they do not understand that even they are fueling it in another direction that they do not know, although they are trying to bring us down. But Yoruba said that, you know, no language and things like that. So I will just tell you, Mr. Yomi, do not back down. We are solidly behind you, and we will expect give us a positive feedback this time around. I'm very sure he knows what we are going to. This has been going on for almost 2 years now, so he will not say that he has not seen. In fact, what is going on presently on the internet right now, he will not say that he can't see it, you know. So we have to just press forward, and you know, the most important thing is their support as well. We need their support as well for security purpose. If they know that they really want to find justice for this guy, then they should help us with their own support as well by providing security. As it is a peaceful protest, nobody is vandalizing, nobody is doing anything.
I will post the letter that was sent to them, the original letter and the one that was received and acknowledged. I will also post it for you guys to see after this broadcast, so people can pick it up and read it, and so that we all be on the same page. So, and it's not just we writing. A lot of lawyers, they put in their spirit into the letter and say this is good, and that's what we're going to be doing. If it's just going to be 5 of us to protest on the 10th, it's still going to go and have serious impact. But we're going to be sacrificing that 3 days. I'm not going to be having my shower for that 3 days on the 10th, 11th, and 12th, and I'm going to be sleeping outside, no inside. I'm going to be doing that sacrifice so that they can know we mean business. So if anybody will now look at the value of what our lives and say, okay, it has amount. We are life what you want, we only need, but it is the same life we're going to be using to sacrifice and pass the right message without harming anybody. I want to harm myself so that the voice and the government and the police can know we are not joking. So that when tomorrow we stand firm and say, okay, we are not even living in front of this party again, then the government will say, kill everything. You want to kill them, you want to kill the actor, you want them to die before you do the right thing. And then they will know that they are the enemy of Lagos State and they are the enemy of the country. So I'm just going to be enjoying whoever is going to be joining us with or without me. Forge ahead, go on and do it. But trust me, nothing will stop me from joining you. I will be there. But of course, you know the enemies we are facing now. So I'm not going to change the direction of what I'm doing. It's not because I am targeting anybody. It's not because I want anybody to lose his or her child. It's because a life is lost, and it was lost in a very terrible manner, and it is a criminal offense, and it must be investigated and the truth established so that the society can be sanitized to a large extent from that particular case. And that is what we are asking. We're not asking for too much. It's not sentiment. It's reality, and it is a rule of law. And so let's abide and let's do what is right. So that's just it, though. So, who do you have again? Kudrat.
Mr. Yomi,
you can have. Okay, Shayo.
Before you go, good evening. Good evening, sir. Well done. Yeah, I'm just, I just requested because one of your moderators muted me, and immediately I could see people commenting, calling their attention. Instead of them to unmute it, Firefox was just only trying to, just for self-defense. It is not nice because there was nothing. I don't think there was any negative thing that I put there.
No, Madam Chayo.
Excuse me, please let me talk. Firefox, it is very wrong of you to.
He has apologized. Masoroju.
No, Emma, but people are talking. At least it's enough for him to have unmuted me. You know, there are some things when we do something.
Yomi said I have apologized. I have apologized.
Thank you.
I have apologized.
I cannot unmute you.
Mr. Men, Mrs. Men, Mrs. Men, please calm down. Allow me to talk. I'm just saying my mind. I have heard Mr. Yomi, but for future, don't let it happen, especially when Firefox, when your attention is being called. The right thing is to correct your errors. It's not to be doing, to just, that's just it. I don't have any problem with Yomi, but you guys, you have to be very careful because there was nothing negative. So you don't need to just insult me that way. Insult me because you don't want me to talk. You understand?
Thank you.
He's not very well. I love him.
It's all right.
He's very great.
But I please accept our apology.
Yes,
and if you have any other concerns or any question, can you please bring it forward? I want to believe we're sorted on that.
No, at this moment I can't talk. It just came up because just to call your attention. Because if I eventually blocked, I wouldn't have been able to be saying this. And so that's why. Thank you very much.
We apologize. Do you want to say any other thing? You want to have any other concerns?
No, it is okay for now. For now, I can't say anything.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you. We appreciate you.
You are unmuted, madam. You are unmuted.
Let's have you, Kudrat, are you there?
Mr. Yomi, please, let me quickly say this, Mr. Yomi, so that you will understand this. There are a lot of negative comments coming into the chat box. So I realize that some are not so terrible. That's why they are not blocked. That's why I just moved some. And I blocked the ones that I see that are so terrible. So I say apologies to you again, madam. I didn't do that intentionally.
Èèyàn bá kọ nǹkan tí ò dá sí comment section can be deleted. Firefox.
Yes, if I can move, if I can move them, the comments should leave the screen, and then sometimes they needed to be blocked sometimes, but I don't block them if it's not that terrible. But because there are some.
Okay, is it the new thing? I will take the comments away from my comment section.
Yes. It's by muting them. It's to take it away. Yes. So I've unmuted that.
Oh, but if I block the person, the comment will still stay.
The person won't be able to stay and see your show.
Only mute every 5 minutes. Only mute your entire life. No, oh my lord. And then mute anytime. Only mute 5 minutes. Block forever.
Block yẹn kò ní access.
Because mo ti máa ń rí tí bá block mo ti máa ń rí.
That's why I didn't block her.
And then mute nígbà míì kò ṣe forever the whole life. Ó lè jẹ́ 5 minutes. Ó lè jẹ́ for 2 minutes. Ó lè jẹ́ for them àfi parí live ó ń tẹ̀ òní lẹ́kọ̀ọ́.
Oh, okay. All right. That's all. So don't worry. Like we'll see what we can. Let's do something to make sure that we put up the legitimate pressure. So on the 10th, let's come out. If you have a Mohbad t-shirt, please wear it and wear your armband, the white armband, to separate us from every other person. And then, please, if you want to support, if you have people that are in your street or on this social media that wants to attend but doesn't have capacity, we are going to be grateful if you have people that can sponsor some people to attend the protest, so that some people really want to attend but they don't have the means in terms of transportation or buying snacks and stuff. So if you can just sponsor 5 persons, 3 persons, 2 persons, find means to sponsor them and let them attend. We will be so grateful for that. So we can't do it alone. So we're going to be expecting every activist, every individual to turn up. Mohbad will get justice, trust me, because as it is now, the government will know it is going to be certainly dangerous with this new lead. The fact that one Damola even said I did, and they know Damola only, you know, he's putting himself up to. He said what he's saying is that by saying he deleted a murder or homicide evidence, he's saying charge me for the murder. That is what he's saying, that especially when he was in the house and he was one of those that took Mohbad's body that was declared BID. So what happened? How did Mohbad die? If that is what you explained, why did you delete what you explained? And at the end of the day, because the police and the judge will look at it, if what you wrote in the chat is not real, you will not delete that video. It's even better if the chat is there and the video turns out to be fake and you show, I'm just deceiving you. You can see they are only eating asaro in this video. But it's clear that what is in that video is so important, and it correlates with the confession, and you are denying the prosecution a very concrete evidence to pursue this case. So whatever the case may be, he just wants to waste away, and then let's see how far he can be able to endure it, because Krambo about 1 day kò tí really understand ó máa mọ̀ lára gan ìgbà náà pé ìjọba tó ń wò yẹn, especially ẹni tí wọ́n ń gbà tó believe nínú ẹ̀, tí Mohbad bá fẹ́ gbé iṣẹ́ ẹ̀ dé gangan, you know what will happen? Gbogbo àwọn bíi 4, 5, 6 tó wá ń di ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn, Ọlọ́run kọ́ lè pa ogun ẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan náà. A kò lagi bọ́ wọn lórí ni ẹ̀dẹ̀ kọ́lẹ̀ pé ẹ lọ kọ́lẹ̀ tó máa padà ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn, wọn ò lè yé, wọ́n kọ́ máa make attempt ní ẹgbẹ́ alẹ́ṣẹ́ ẹ̀kọ́ rí pé tó bá ti ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí gbẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ pé so àwọn òbí mi tó sọ pé ṣọmọ tó lọ ń tẹ́rí sí dádì mi lónìí airport, àwa la ní gbogbo Nàìjíríà, àwa la ti ṣe kéèsì gbá, àwa la ṣe ti kéèsì gbogbo yẹn, àwọn dàlẹ́ ní now those people that told you máa jó lọ àwọn èèyàn Ọlọ́run ti padà tó kí ni ti fara ẹ̀wọ̀n. What will happen to you? You are now facing life imprisonment. You won't be ever, you will never, you can't. Then you now realize that tó bá sọ fún ọmọdé ó máa ń gbọ́ ni, torí ọmọ sọ fún ọmọdé kó má dẹ́tẹ̀, ìwọ tó bá choose kó fẹ́ dẹ́tẹ̀, you want to dẹ́tẹ̀ now, ṣe bó lè dá gbogbo wàá rí pé òun lóbìnrin fi èkíní ló fi ń búròrò gbogbo ohun tó promise ẹ̀ wàá rí pé wọ́n máa gbàgbé ẹ̀sẹ̀ wọ̀nyí. Àwọn ọmọ rẹ̀ ayé kọ́ ni ọba ti escape by, wọ́n gbàgbé ẹ̀ síbi tó wà ó bá lọ nìyẹn fíò. Then you now realize that eléyìí ò kì í ṣe, you are just plain stupid and then pay for it. So that's what we're going to be doing, and they will do the right thing, and the right thing will have to come to fore. No, but also they won't treat that video, they must bring it out. And I know certainly that one thing that will shock them, party police will eventually bring out that video, and the real perpetrators will still be nabbed. And then even the other video turn out wọ́n wà lẹ́gan kìíní kan bíntí láyé ìyẹn náà tún bọ́ta gbẹ̀ngbẹ̀ wọ́n tún hard ẹ̀ mọ́ level tó wà nílẹ̀.